Now back to his feelings on what this is like. Even more awe-inspiring than the scenery was the realization that whatever took place in this part of the world, whatever these men did or whatever happened to them, was my responsibility. I might describe myself as along for the ride, but whatever happened here or back at the perimeter, I would have to account for. To my superiors, to my men, and to myself. I felt I was living a lie. I was trying desperately to learn what I was already supposed to know. So the reason he's talking about that is when he goes out with the squads, there's a guy that's junior to him, a sergeant that's running the squad, that's running the patrol, and he's not going to go out there and be the boss. He's going to go out there sort of along for the ride. You know, he's not going to take charge of the squad. He's going to let them do what they do, and he's going to be more of an observer. But that doesn't relinquish any responsibility from him. He still owns it. He's still taking ownership of the whole thing. And this statement about I felt I was living a lie, I was trying to desperately to learn what I was already supposed to know, that's very common for anybody stepping up into a new leadership position. You don't think you're ready for it. I mean, often, sometimes you feel confident, but a lot of times people hit me up with questions. They say, I've been promoted and I don't think I'm ready to do that job. There's very common to feel like that. And my statement, I've said it before, it's okay.
Yeah, there's a cognitive bias that when you're a real smart person, you don't think you're that smart. But when you're not that smart, you think you're smart.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's a cognitive bias.
We had these forms that we used to make the leaders in the SEAL platoons fill out, and they would rank themselves. Mm-hmm. One being the lowest score, 5 being the highest score, and they'd grade themselves on whatever 10, 15 different items: tactical knowledge, ability to lead, understanding of the troops, understanding of the tactics, and they had to grade themselves on everything.
Yeah.
And 100% of the time, 100% of the time, I don't make that claim very often, 100% of the time, the guys that graded themselves, the guys that were really good leaders and really stepped up and really doing a great job, they'd give themselves a grade. Their grade average would be like a solid 2.7.
Dang.
They'd be like, I could get better at this and I could do better here. Well, the guys that were not good, they were not good leaders, and their platoons were struggling. Literally, their grade average would be 5.0. They would give themselves a 5 in everything. Arrogance just completely crushes your ability to do a self-assessment.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Interesting.